Okay, as the sign behind me would tell you, I've made it to Teanau. Teanau is a small town, very picturesque town from what I understand, located about halfway from Queenstown to Milford Sound, my destination for tonight. I've been on the road now for about 2 hours, and I think I still have about an hour and a half left to go. And I gotta tell you, the drive from Queenstown here to Teanau has been nothing short of spectacular. Just absolutely beautiful scenery. I've seen cows, I've seen sheep, I've even seen some herds of elk, domesticated elk, that'll end up maybe on my dinner table one of these nights here in the southern island of New Zealand. But as I said, the drive's been spectacular. I can hardly imagine what the scenery is going to be like, you know, once I leave Teanau and head into the New Zealand Alps and get into the Milford Sound area. Should be spectacular. I've been listening to some great music. I've got a playlist called whoops, I can't say that. I named the playlist after that woman whose name I promised I would never repeat on my videos unless she gave me permission. But anyway, she may actually be watching this video up there in Auckland. So if you are watching this video, you know, I do miss you, and hope you're doing well. I hope everybody watching the video is doing well. And I hope you're going to enjoy this visit to Milford Sound that I'm about to share with you. So with that in mind, let's hit the road and let's do some sightseeing here in southern island of New Zealand, all right? All right, so I'm not sure that this is the scenery you were expecting to see here in Teanau as I head into Milford Sound, but I thought I'd share it with you anyway. I stopped at the supermarket, and as I'm going to be on the road for the next few days, I thought, why not stop and stock up? So I thought I'd just share with you, you know, what I'm going to be dining on for the next few days. So we'll just go through this real quick. You see, I've got the Grain Wave snacks, and then I've got a nice little salad that I picked up, a Greek-style salad. I gotta have my beer every night. Won't be able to watch that with the evening news, but like I usually do. But anyway, so then there's some nice dip. I've seen this type of dip all around New Zealand. It's the pumpkin and kumara. The kumara, I'm not quite sure what kumara is, but anyway, I got some shaved ham and some mustard. You know, everybody keeps telling me about the sandflies up in Milford Sound, so had to get the bug repellent. So I got some bug repellent as well. And then moving up, well, of course, you got to have your Diet Coke. And then for breakfast, I've got my orange juice. I got a selection of fruit. I have some apples and oranges, nice little watermelon. And this is interestingly enough, you know, for breakfast I also got some oatmeal, some oat singles. And those are some instant singles. And then over here you can see I got some freeze-dried dinners. Chicken tikka masala serves 2. And then I also got some wild mushroom and lamb risotto. Doesn't that sound good? And then I have some cooked breakfast. So, you know, you just add hot water, and, you know, well, how am I going to add hot water? Well, of course, I've got my little butane that I just bought, and then I have this little burner. You see that little burner right there? Just stick that on the butane, and then just go ahead and light it up, and then I also have my coffee. So I'll have my coffee in the morning, I'll have a nice little breakfast, I've got my Starbucks, and then to put it all in, I got myself a nice little cooler with some ice. So I'm going to get all this stuff packed up and head up to Milford Sound, and hopefully it should be a wonderful evening up there. Alright, falling under the category of you just never know what you'll see when you're driving down the road here in New Zealand. Here are a bunch of, I would imagine these are elk. I don't think they're deer. I think that these are elk. And they're not, they're certainly not wild elk. I think that they're being raised just as you would raise cattle in America. So I thought I'd just stop and take a moment and show you this. They're rather skittish. I pulled up, they were a lot closer to where I'm standing right now, but they took off pretty quickly. So they're not They're not going to come up and let you pet them, that's for darn sure. But they're beautiful nonetheless. There is the sign for the Fjords National Park here on the southern island of New Zealand, and as you can see, it is an absolutely beautiful day. Bright blue skies with white puffy clouds, and as I've been driving along from Te Anau to Milford Sound, I found myself thinking that this drive ranks right up there with all the other beautiful drives that I've had the wonderful opportunity to experience over the course of my lifetime, be it the Italian Alps or the fjords of Norway, driving over the Tatra mountain range into Poland from Hungary, the great Pusta, the Rocky Mountains in the southwest of the United States. This is just really a spectacular drive, and you couldn't ask for a more wonderful day than what I've been enjoying here these last several hours as I've traveled out of Queenstown, headed up to Milford Sound for a cruise on the lake up there. And as you can see, I'm not the only one enjoying the day. We've got some of New Zealand's most famous residents, the sheep, just lazily grazing here in a beautiful field. And I would imagine that they're appreciating this summer day just as much as I am. So we're going to continue on, and I'm sure that we're going to see a lot more sheep along the way. And I'm sure we'll see some other wonderful sights as well. Just up the road from the entrance to the Fjords National Park, I came across this stunning view. It's the Eglinton Valley view. And you know, I'm wondering if I'm going to make it to the Milford Sound area before it gets dark, because it seems every 5 minutes along this beautiful stretch of highway, there's some place to pull over and take a look. And as you can see behind me, the view is just absolutely spectacular. It is just one of dozens and dozens and dozens of beautiful, breathtaking views along the road to Milford Sound. Here's a beautiful spot called Muir Lakes right along the highway on the way to Milford Sound. And as you can see, it really is picturesque. There's different ducks and other wildlife roaming around here. And as I pan around, you'll see the beauty of this area here. Definitely worth stopping and just taking a moment, if not to just grab a picture or two. It sure is beautiful. Thought it'd be a good idea to share with you what it's like driving through the forested area on the way to Milford Sound. Just beautiful. Not a lot of traffic. It's about 4 in the afternoon, and there's more people, as you can see, coming back from Milford Sound. Here comes a tour bus. More people coming back from Milford Sound than going to Milford Sound at this time of day. So I'm really fortunate with that. And I should be at Milford Sound probably in about another hour, hour and a half, depending on how many places I stop and visit. I just have some great music playing, and I'm just really taking my time. I'm not driving too fast, just enjoying just beautiful sight after beautiful sight on my way to Milford Sound. Yet another stop that just requires no narration. Simply stunning. I'm finding that there are so many areas along the way to Milford Sound that just don't need any narration at all, and you're looking at one of them. Alright, here is the Milford Lodge, and I've already checked in. That's my rental car you see right there, and you can hear all the bugs. What are those, cicadas or something in the trees. There's some campsites over here in the trees. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to walk through the area here. As I said, I've already checked in, and there's people from all walks of life and all corners of the globe. So the way it works here is they have a cafe, and the cafe serves, you know, different types of food. So you come in here and you check in. The staff is really friendly. So you check in and they give you all the lowdown on the information. They do have Wi-Fi here, and the Wi-Fi is charged by the megabyte. So you pay by the megabyte. I think it's like $20 for 100 megabytes. And then here you see they've got the menu with the different items that you can snack on. And much to my surprise, they actually have a kitchen that you can share. So here is the lounge area, and you can see there's somebody playing the piano. Somewhere in here are the 3 individuals that are going to be sharing room number 3 with me, and there's some information on some different walks that you can take. And then you come through here, and this looks like this is the dining area over here. And then just over here you've got this is the shared kitchen. So you see some folks are making their dinner in here. I didn't think that thered be a shared kitchen, but that's nice to know. I wouldn't have bought the propane, but I'm sure that I'll use that somewhere else. And then you come down here, and I'm almost out of battery, so I hope I can finish this. And there's a laundry room and drying room over here, and then we have a men's bathroom. And then down here you have the dorms, if you will, and I'm going to be in a room number 3 tonight, and I'm not sure exactly who's in there, but my battery is almost out, and maybe I'll be able to show you the room. So I'm just going to come up here. I don't think there's anybody in the room at the moment. So there's going to be 3 people sharing the room with me, and I'm in room number 3. And here is my room, just like when I was in the military. So there is my bunk for the night. And with that, I'm going to end this portion of the video and get ready, have a nice evening, and then get ready. I'm going to have a nice dinner, and then I'm going to maybe go down to the water tonight before calling it a night and getting ready for my cruise. Okay, so I got to admit, you know, I've never stayed in a hostel before, and much to my surprise, look at this. There is a international kitchen going on here. So I'm going to join in, and I'm going to make up a special dish tonight just in honor of being in New Zealand. I'm going to make wild mushrooms and lamb risotto. So I'll be back in just a moment. It starts off by you boil 2 cups of water. So I've got 2 cups of water here on the stove, and I'll be right back as soon as that's up to a boil. All right? Okay, so my water is still boiling, and things are really heating up here in the kitchen. And I got to tell you, we got a lot of international stuff going on here. We have somebody from the Czech Republic, and she's making eggs with onions. Then we have a lovely couple from Israel, and on the menu tonight for the Israelis, they're having popcorn for dinner. And then, right, you're having popcorn, that's what I saw? Oh, okay.
Do you know shakshuka? Shakshuka, I love it. Yeah, it's like tomatoes with eggs. You don't know?
I don't know what that is.
You have to try. It's delicious.
All right, so I'll try that. How do you say it?
Shakshuka.
Shakshuka?
Yeah.
Shakshuka. So put that on the menu. Maybe tomorrow night I'll have some shakshuka. Do you have any more shakshuka?
No, already.
Okay, so no more shakshuka. And then we have some kiwis here, and I'm having a very, very hard time understanding them with their silly accent. What?
Yeah,
You have a silly accent. Silly head. Okay. So it's hard to find, you know, good people to share a kitchen with. So we have for some reason she's very proud of her venison. She has some venison on the menu, and then down at the end there we have somebody cooking up. It looks like sausage, I think. I think we have some sausage down on the end. So my water is almost done, and I'm going to have the wild mushroom with lamb risotto. So I think that I'm going to trump all of these people tonight as far as, you know, the cuisine. Okay, so my water's ready, and let's see, the recipe says open the meal pouch and remove the Parmesan cheese. So I did that. There's the Parmesan cheese. And then add 2 cups of boiling water to the meal pouch. So I already measured this out, and I'm going to add 2 cups of boiling water to the meal pouch. Just like that. Oh. All right. So I've added the 2 cups of boiling water to the meal pouch, and it says stir it and let it sit for 10 minutes. So we'll be back in 10 minutes, okay? Okay, so they've got the venison stirring up in oh, that's the venison there, and that's what, pork? Yeah. So you've got pork over there, and you have the venison in the big skillet, okay? And then you folks are from Dunedin, is that correct? Yeah. Shouldn't the girls? Shouldn't you be in school? No, you shouldn't be in school.
Yes.
Yes?
Tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. Okay, so she'll be in school tomorrow. And then the popcorn is. How's the popcorn coming along? Okay, the popcorn's coming along okay. And then down on the end, we've got. It looks like we've got some sausage or something cooking. So I got to tell you, this is really the experience for me, sitting in this hostel kitchen, or standing, I should say, in the hostel kitchen as everybody goes about their evening getting their meals prepared. Okay, so dinner is ready, and it really looks good, I got to tell you. So it's wild mushrooms and lamb risotto. And much to the dismay of my kitchen guest here, it's not New Zealand lamb. It's from the New Zealand's big brother, Australia. So they have a friendly rivalry with Australia. But anyway, so there you go. I've got my wild mushroom and lamb risotto for a wonderful evening here in, where are we, Milford Sound? In Milford Sound, all right. So let's dig in and eat.